Good morning, and thank you so much for joining us today on this How to Marketplace webinar. My name is Vanessa Ledesma. I'm the Acting CEO and Director General for the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association. And we're glad that you're joining us as we get you ready for Caribbean Travel Marketplace number 39, taking place virtually from May 11 to the 14th, 2021. I'm joined today by Karen Witt. She is Vice President, Marketing and Brand Development for the Heartland Group. And in her volunteer capacity at CHTA, she is a Regional Vice President and the Chair of the Caribbean Travel Marketplace Governing Committee. With that overview, I'm going to ask Karen to share with you a little bit of an overview of what has been happening behind the scenes in the development and planning of Caribbean Travel Marketplace and other details as well. Good morning, Karen.
Good morning, Vanessa. Thank you for that. And good morning, everyone. We're so happy that you could join us this morning to hear a little bit more about Caribbean Travel Marketplace 39. And as Vanessa said, there has been a tremendous amount going on behind the scenes to get us to this point. As many of you are aware, Marketplace takes place late January, a live hosted event in a destination in the region. And of course, because of the pandemic, although we tried to accomplish that this year, it just didn't seem feasible. So we're super excited about this new virtual platform, which a lot of time and attention to detail has gone into it. Vanessa will be sharing with you a lot more about the logistics and showing you some very cool slides and giving you an insight as to how the program has evolved thus far. What I wanted to do is just give a brief introduction this morning, let you know that we are excited about a number of things, including the fact that going virtual gives us a lot more flexibility in terms of our outreach. We will actually be broadcasting to the world, and we also have an opportunity to bring the world together in the Caribbean virtually this year because of this online platform. So we're super excited about that. It opens up new doors and possibilities for buyers in regions that we've not traditionally been able to attract because of distance and geography and so forth. So that is really something exciting. Why May? We've had so many people ask us, why are we doing this in May? So the reality is, as I said, our traditional date for many years has been late January. And we knew that if we were to have a live event, January would likely not be an acceptable timeframe. So our first sort of attempt was to delay the event. We were looking at a late April, early May timeframe, and in hopes that we would be live in a destination. And so we did try, and I think there was a lot of interest in doing that, but circumstances just didn't allow. So once we finally made the decision, this virtual platform is a great way to go. We just went ahead and stuck with our late May date, actually mid-May, so that it would give everyone time to plan for Marketplace, to be ready for Marketplace. It would give us time to finalize and solidify the buyers and the online platform, because this is not a typical Zoom call. Vanessa is going to share with you just little tidbits of how this looks. It is a very sophisticated, very elaborate virtual platform. And I tell you the truth, you're almost going to feel like you're at Marketplace. Once you see how this thing is being developed, it's just super, super exciting. Now, I wanted to give you just a little advice, if you will. I myself have been doing many of these Zoom calls, webinars, as I know all of you have, right? But what we want to do with Marketplace is make it very engaging, very exciting, and very purpose-driven. So you're going to have an opportunity to catch up with all your old friends. You're going to be meeting new buyers, but I personally think you should take this time to really think about what it is you're offering, what it is you're planning to present, and let's, because we're in May, really take the opportunity to put together some really robust and dynamic packages, perhaps for the fall, perhaps for the upcoming winter season, so that you have something tangible that you're throwing out there for people to really latch onto. The other thing is, I think it's super important that bear in mind, virtual is a little more difficult from what we are trying to do, because we're all about the kind of touchy-feely, emotional, connection that is established at Marketplace when you're sitting across from somebody. But I feel like based on how you structure your presentation, you can do the same thing virtually. In fact, you might even be able to do it better and easier, because when you're sitting on the floor in a large convention space, there's a lot going on around you. There's a lot of distractions. Here you have a captive audience for your allotted time slot. So it's all up to you to razzle dazzle and to really showcase your property and yourself in the best light possible. So I just do recommend that you give this a little time and thought, practice, 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 and just be ready to put your best foot forward. I can tell you from a buyer perspective, the ones that we have engaged with so far, they are super excited. And again, I'm talking about some of the new markets that we're going to be attracting. These people are looking forward to meeting you, to hearing more about the region, and really digging into Caribbean in a way that they've never been able to before. So with this, I'm just going to turn it back to Vanessa, because she has all the good stuff. She has the pretty slides and the beautiful presentation, which I know you're going to enjoy. And then I think at the end, we'll have a chance for questions and answers. So Vanessa, back to you.
Thank you so much, Karen, for that great overview. And as you've mentioned, having Marketplace in a virtual environment just opens the world to the Caribbean. So we're very glad to be able to bring this to a virtual setting and really connecting the Caribbean to the world. Having Marketplace 39 in a virtual setting enables us to incorporate elements to supplement the event and provide added value to attendees without impacting the core activities, which are appointments with buyers selling the Caribbean, engagement with trade, consumer media, and influencers, showcasing the destinations within our membership footprint, and unparalleled networking. These components will provide suppliers with resources and knowledge to better manage their distribution channels and understand the business opportunities. Marketplace will enhance your product offering and retain your competitive edge, serving as the knowledge hub for travel suppliers and buyers. We're excited to be adding 2 supplemental components to the event, facilitating information to guide your business strategies. Tourism Pulse. These are briefings providing destination insights to buyers, market updates to suppliers, and industry outlook sessions, giving you information to help you prepare for the business appointments at Marketplace. The Tourism Pulse is being scheduled from April 27th through the 30th. Consumers have become savvier in how they book their holidays, with industry research showing that now more consumers are booking directly with properties. We are launching a series of 4 digital marketing masterclasses that will provide you with practical tools to better understand how to increase your share of direct bookings and how can this channel complement your wholesale business. These sessions will take place on April 19, April 26, 2 sessions on this day, and May 3rd. And the best part of this is that access to all of these valuable resources is included with your company's Marketplace registration, and therefore available to all individuals in your company, irrespective of their participation at the event. From May 11 to the 14th, which are the actual dates of Caribbean Travel Marketplace number 39, we will be connecting the Caribbean with the world during 4 intensive days of business appointments. The event is scheduled from 8:30 in the morning to 3 p.m. daily, with 15 minutes business appointments, networking opportunities, and special activations highlighting our diverse culture during that period. Even though 4 intensive days sounds exhausting, you can block appointment periods, allowing you to control your schedule. Following the success of our pilot program last year, we have added a travel agent date on May 14th, allowing suppliers to elect if they want to be part of appointments with travel advisors. CHTA is finalizing a partnership with ASTA, the American Society of Travel Advisors, which will facilitate the expansion of travel advisor participation, as well as other discounts, especially for CHTA members. In total, suppliers will have up to 56 appointment slots with buyers, increasing from 40, which would be the number of appointments that would take place during a regular marketplace, and 16 appointments with travel agents, translated into lots of new connects and business in a cost-efficient way. Allow me now to share with you a glimpse of the look and feel of the event and how will the appointments work in this virtual platform. This platform is being managed by Team, an event management software company specializing in B2B scheduling events, with some of their clients including Rendezvous Canada, Smart Meetings, and the American Boss Association. Delegates will enter the event to a virtual lobby, which will incorporate Caribbean images as well as sponsor highlights. The virtual venue includes an auditorium where all main activities, such as the opening celebration, will take place, classroom, including breakout rooms for press conferences, pre-event briefings, and sponsor VIP rooms, a library with event resources and on-demand sessions, a lounge where participants will be able to select their networking location based on their area of interest, and even a bar where additional business will be conducted in a casual atmosphere after the end of each day. All of these networking opportunities allowing for face-to-face interaction. And of course, the exhibit hall or selling floor, where all of the business will take place. These are some renderings of the networking lounges, bar, classroom, and library. Sponsors receive branding exposure and landscape scenes are available to destination partners, all of these based on sponsorship levels. Now into the exhibit hall or selling floor. The virtual kiosks are an extended marketing tool with 3 options to choose from, allowing for the upload of promotional materials, including flyers, videos, and images representative of your business. You have the option of having an individual manning the kiosk at all times or during the selling floor's scheduled times. Either or, buyers and travel agents will be able to tour the selling floor and connect to learn more about your business and schedule additional appointments. And the best thing about it is interactions at the kiosk can be either video or by chat, facilitating that personal interaction. From an appointment perspective, and let me show you a little bit of what happens behind the scene, this platform enables for appointments to be many-to-many, which means that there can be as many of your company representatives from different locations attend the meeting as long as the individual is registered. The system is set up to automatically transition to your next appointment or scheduled event without the need for you to be going from one platform to another. During the appointments, you can control how to view the participants, share resources on the screen, as well as see the profile of the company you're meeting with at all times. There is also on the top right corner a reminder of when your next appointment will start, as well as a timer notification at 1 minute before the end time. Between each appointment, there will be a transition period of 90 seconds, allowing you to get ready for your next appointment. As you see, the system automatically transfers from one appointment to the other. We have expanded the registration offerings to provide flexibility and accommodate your financial capability while adding value. Having the event in a virtual setting eliminates the added cost of travel, thereby facilitating additional participation. We really want Marketplace number 39 to be a record breaker. And if you have not attended the event, this is the best opportunity you will have of experiencing what makes this the largest and longest travel trade event in the region. If as an individual you have not attended as well, this is a great opportunity to facilitate participation from other representatives within your company. Let me take this time to briefly explain the registration options. All of this information is available to download on the Caribbean Travel Marketplace website. For suppliers, which includes accommodations, attractions, destination management companies, and transportation providers, you have the option of purchasing a kiosk, inclusive of appointment-taking delegates, or just purchase the ability for an appointment schedule without the kiosk. However, remember the kiosk will provide you added visibility on the exhibit hall and the marketing resources displayed within the kiosk. We've also incorporated special fees for accommodation providers under 30 rooms and under 100 rooms. The participation on the Travel Agent Day is an add-on, allowing you to maximize your registration, particularly if you're purchasing the kiosk option, as the Travel Agent add-on is included in the registration fee. As a reminder, Caribbean Travel Marketplace is an event exclusive for CHTA members. For tourist boards, CHTA has recently launched destination partnerships, providing additional and exclusive exposure opportunities at the event, including destination briefings during Tourism Pulse, press conferences, and dedicated lounges, as well as other activations outside of Caribbean Travel Marketplace. If you're not interested in a destination partnership, there are regular registration packages for tourist boards. After benchmarking similar events and to increase buyer participation, qualified buyers will receive complimentary registration to the event up to the third delegate. And as the number of delegates increase, there is a minimal registration fee for registrations received after April 2nd. For CHTA members servicing the hospitality sector within specific categories, there are limited spaces under our marketing technology registration, which is inclusive of a kiosk and the ability to connect and network with attendees. Travel agents as well, once they're qualified, receive complimentary registration to the event specific for May 14th. And remember, all of the registrations include access to Tourism Pulse and the Digital Marketing Masterclass for all of your company representatives, as long as the company is registered to attend the event. If you're not taking advantage of attending Marketplace, you can register separately to these sessions at a cost. We also have a number of sponsorship opportunities where you can increase your exposure and participation at Marketplace with 3 levels ranging from $12,000 to $3,500. We hope that this overview provides you with a better understanding of your options and how easy and cost-effective is attending Marketplace 39. As the industry gears up to deal with pent-up demand, Marketplace will provide a channel for your product to be seen and experienced by existing and new buyers looking to satisfy that demand. Membership in CHTA helps you grow, succeed, and stay connected. Caribbean Travel Marketplace is just one of the many member benefits available to you. We need and want your involvement as we move forward together. Renew or join today. Now, registration opens the week of March 22nd, next week. And at this time, we want to remind you of a few things that you can do to start getting ready when Marketplace registration opens. First, if you are a CHTA member and have not renewed your 2021 membership, we invite you to connect with us at membership@caribbeanhotelandtourism.com to receive your invoice and process payment. As a reminder, we are facilitating installment payments for membership dues. If you're not a CHTA member, we ask that you join CHTA, allowing therefore the participation at Caribbean Travel Marketplace. Second, if your company has never attended Caribbean Travel Marketplace, you need to contact us to request registration credentials. Thereby, the moment registration opens, you're able to register immediately and take advantage of the early registration fees and savings that will be available through April 5th. If you're interested in sponsorship opportunities and seeing how Marketplace can increase your exposure to potential clients, contact us and we'll share with you the breakdown of the various sponsorship opportunities. And more important, now that Marketplace is being held in a virtual environment, we have the ability of adding and having additional buyers that previously would not have been able to attend the event, either because of time conflicts or the challenges related to travel, as well as the financial implications of traveling to the event. With all of that taken out of the way, people only need to have the time available between May 11 and the 14th to be able to join the event. So we invite you to share the information with your travel partners and with buyers and travel advisors that may not be even at this point selling the Caribbean, but that they may be interested now that people are looking for various options to increase their business to potential consumers. that gives us a little bit of an overview about Marketplace and all of the specifics. I know that we have a number of questions and comments on the Q&A. So I'll start with those, and I please encourage everybody to post any of the questions on the Q&A. In terms of, we have a question, how soon can you schedule your appointments? So with registration opening next week, we will allow the system about 1 week to get all of the registrations loaded in. And at this point, we're expecting, we're scaling to have the online directory, My CHTA, open around April 7th. The period for appointment request will be from April 7th through April 26th. So that's about 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks for delegates to submit their registration request. The system facilitates through the online directory, the ability of suppliers, buyers, and travel agents as well to look through the online directory and submit their appointment request. Then when appointment requests close on April 26th, the system then will automatically match all of those requests based on set criteria. And that criteria is appointments are buyer driven, meaning that the first requests that will be scheduled are mutual requests between suppliers and buyers, then buyer request. And then after that, then we'll be scheduling any other requests between suppliers and other attendees. The one thing that we will be implementing this year is once the appointment schedule with the confirmed appointments is finalized, delegates will be able to have access to their schedule and add additional appointments and change their schedule as well. It's called Insta Matching. It will allow any appointment taking delegate to, as I mentioned, add new appointments, change any of their appointment schedules. So giving you pretty much access to your schedule once the preliminary set of appointment requests are open. We will be sharing with our expanded database the link for registration once registration opens later this week, upcoming week. We're expecting that by Thursday, we should be able to have registration open. So we will be sharing the information with all of our contacts, and also it will be available on the CHTA, on the Marketplace website, so that individuals are able to register. We have a question with respect to travel agents. There is travel agents receive complimentary registration for Caribbean Travel Marketplace once they are qualified. On our website, we will have a link where any interested travel agents can submit their information so that they can be, the request can be evaluated and therefore receive access to register to the event. Have another question with regards to package for small scale attractions, like you do for smaller accommodations. Indeed, the package that is listed as for suppliers under 100 rooms, that includes as well attractions. It didn't make the reference on the presentation, but it does. So attractions do receive special fees similar to the package available for suppliers under 100 rooms, and that's to facilitate as well the participation. Also, I would like to point out, as you see the registrations, and I actually, if let me just look for the details for suppliers, and let me share that slide again. But we have added one registration option that is not inclusive of the kiosk, and it's only providing an appointment schedule. It's actually, there are two options. You can purchase an appointment schedule with up to 20 slots. That will mean that the maximum number of appointments that you would be able to schedule are 20, or you can purchase a full slot of 56 appointment slots. So these options have never been available before. Again, it's one of the new features that we're able to provide because of the new environment. So if you are not interested in having the kiosk, which again provides, it's an additional marketing resource and gives you visibility on the exhibit hall when delegates walk through the exhibit hall during the day, you can purchase only an appointment schedule, again, with allowing you an option up to 20 slots or up to 56 slots. And these are also at a lower fee. So we know everybody's challenged financially, and even though we've reduced considerably the registration fees for the event, including adding an additional delegate in all of the registration options, we definitely would want you to consider and evaluate all of the registration options so that to see which one accommodates your needs. We have a question with respect to business hours for appointments. So the day starts at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the first appointment being at 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So that would be about 4 hours difference with our partners that will be joining us from Europe. So we've taken that into consideration when scheduling the events specifically. So the appointments will be from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern. That's about 7 p.m. For our colleagues joining us in Europe. And again, individuals will have the ability of selecting, of managing their schedule. So if for some reason you want to put, you have other meetings that you have to attend during the day, you will be able in the system to block any times within the schedule where you have other engagements. Also, with the event being May 11th to the 14th, May 14th is exclusively for travel agents. So as suppliers register for the event, you have to select if you're interested in appointments with travel agents. For those suppliers that purchase the kiosk, the travel agent component is included with your registration fee. For suppliers that purchase exclusively the appointment schedule, the travel agent add-on has a cost attached to it. Appointments with buyers will be exclusively from May 11 to the 13th, therefore having only appointments with travel agents available on the 14th. Do you have a list of buyers by company name that have participated in the past? Yes, we do have a list of all of the companies, both from a supplier perspective as well as buyers that have attended last year on our website. Now, please just use this as a reference. We are expanding our outreach and promotion of the event to facilitate additional buyers. We're also working with a number of partners that are based on all of those markets that have those connects with tour operators, wholesalers, niche operators, and travel advisors to facilitate additional buyers to the event. We also know that buyers are looking for new opportunities, new business opportunities, and new destinations. So that opens the door as well for buyers that in the past would not have sold the Caribbean. And with the Caribbean having to date such a success rate in terms of managing the pandemic, as well as our commitment to health safety protocols, all of these things make the Caribbean attractive for the buyers. Another question here, can two people from a resort in different locations attend? Yes, that's one of the features of this platform. The appointments are many to many, which means that any individual, irrespective of their location, can attend the same meeting, with the only restriction being that the system can only accommodate 40 individuals per meeting, which I think may be too much. But yes, if you have another representative, as long as the individual is registered, they can all attend the meeting. So definitely the important thing here is understanding that the delegate has to be registered to be able to log into the event. Access to the event will be based on registration credentials. So only one individual, the individual that holds that credentials, those credentials are the ones that will be able to attend the event. We have a question here. What is the cost for hotels over 100 rooms? Is this the same as other suppliers? Yes. So anything that makes reference of other suppliers, that would be for any property or that has over 100 rooms, and also any of the other supplier companies that can attend as a supplier. Those are accommodations, attractions, DMCs, airlines, rental car, transportation providers, yacht services, and all of that as well. How will the building of the booth work? Well, actually, it's very simple. Allow me just to share the slide that shows the samples of the kiosk. Okay, so every delegate, when they register, you'll be able to select one of these 3 virtual kiosk options. Once you select which option you wish to have as your visual representation at the selling floor, then you'll be responsible of loading to the system a number of resources to facilitate the customization of the virtual kiosk. So for example, your logo, you have the ability of including a video that will be playing as people walk through the selling floor, PDF, presentation, link to your website. You have the ability of scheduling appointments right there on the kiosk. And all of this information as well loads into the platform the moment that you're having an appointment. So while you're having an appointment with a buyer or with a supplier, all of these resources show on the screen of the other individual. So definitely having the kiosk is something that we would ask that you consider. Again, there will be specific times within the event where the selling floor will be open. And as well, throughout the day, outside of the appointment meetings, there may be buyers that register late and therefore would not have had the opportunity of being included within the appointment schedule. So having the booth will definitely allow you the opportunity of schedule additional appointments. Okay. We're also working on expanding on our buyer definition. And this year, we will be qualifying providers of booking engines, channel managers as well, as long as they can secure inventory and then help sell the Caribbean through other channels. So if you are joining us and you provide the service, please submit a request for your registration to be considered, and we'll definitely get back to you on that.
Vanessa, can I interrupt quickly? We have a question also about the contact info for where you should send that request.
Yes, definitely. So if any queries about registration requests, they should go to events@caribbeanhotelandtourism.com, and I'll show a slide in a few minutes, kind of like giving you all of the contact details of the CHTA team where you can send all of those notifications. And also on the website, the links for registration requests will be available by Monday, where if your company has never attended the event, you can submit all of your contact information for registration credentials to be provided. If you have multiple villas in the same location, can you combine in one kiosk presentation set of appointments? You can definitely do that. The only challenge with that is that when buyers or travel agents are looking at your profile, they'll be able to see just the one company name. So unless they go into the online directory to look at the specifics, of what other product is included with your registration, that will be the only way where they will see that ability. But if it's one company and you represent many services similar to chain properties, definitely you're able to be included just have one kiosk and then have all of the representatives. But very important, as you evaluate what registration option you will be selecting for Caribbean Travel Marketplace, please take a note of the number of delegates that are being included with the registration. Again, every individual that you need to have available at the event, be it with to accompany you for appointments or to be on the kiosk, needs to be registered for the event. Otherwise, they will not be able to attend. The only portion of the event that will be available and open to individuals within your company that are not registered for Marketplace are the 2 set of sessions scheduled prior to the event. That's Tourism Pulse and the Digital Marketing Masterclasses. These will be available to individuals irrespective of their individual registration at the event, as long as the company is registered for Marketplace. But please do look at that, consider your schedules in terms of who will be manning the booth at specific times, who will be taking the appointments as well. If there are any other questions, we have just a few minutes left before we wrap up the session. So we'll ask for a few last questions to come in on the Q&A.
In the meantime, Vanessa, I've got a couple. One person was asking about whether the platform will be long-standing, or is this just a single event that runs from the 11th to the 14th of May, and then it's closed and you cannot access it again?
That's a very good question. Thank you for bringing it up. The platform will remain open at least for a month after the event. We actually have the ability of extending the length of when the length of time for the platform to remain open. But definitely, yes. Now, the only feature that would be available after the event passes would be the selling floor. So, of course, that remains. There will not be the ability of having video interaction after the event. That would be exclusive during the event. But then you have resources where your email will be listed, your website. So any delegate that stops by your kiosk will be able to connect with you after the event, as long as the individual has registered. So you will have the opportunity of kind of like, looking back at, from a buyer perspective, if you didn't have an opportunity to look at all of the kiosks during the event, you have the ability of going back and make contact with those suppliers. So there will always be the ability of connecting with delegates after the event. Also, we will have a mobile app that will be available during the same period of the event, facilitating your connectivity. If you have to step out, you would have access to the platform via your mobile device as well.
What about if we have suppliers who want to register are they able to register without the kiosk option?
Yes.
And what would that look like?
Yes, they're able to register without the kiosk option. The only thing, they will still have access to all of the virtual rooms and the appointments. The only thing that they will not have a physical presence at the exhibit hall, at the selling floor. So the only thing is they don't have that kiosk. And again, consider the kiosk as an additional marketing resource that will allow you to have more information available to delegates after the event ends, during the event ends, and allowing for that additional connectivity and ability for on-site, during the event, new appointments. So traditionally for events like Marketplace, we do see a number of buyers registering late, which will therefore restrict their ability to be included within the appointment requests. And even though with the instant matching scheduling option, anybody that registers late will be able to add appointments. But again, having that presence on the floor kind of like gives that additional layer of being able to connect with the participants. I have a question about how do the lounges and the bar networking areas work? And actually, it's pretty cool. Allow me to show you again the picture of the virtual rooms. And even though I'll have to explain a little bit, but at least you kind of like will have an overview. So this first picture that you see here, this is the networking lounges. All of the seating areas that you see here will be identified. So either they'll be assigned in the majority of the occasions, they'll be assigned to sponsors. So for example, the USVI Department of Tourism as a CSGA strategic partner will have a table that's dedicated to USVI. So as the networking opportunities within the schedule open, if you're interested in learning more about the USVI, then you go into the seating area that has the USVI sign. And one of the very cool features of the networking lounges, as well as the bar, is that the interactions are not only by chat, but they're in person. There is a restriction of up to 40 persons at one time. But again, it works similar to a Zoom meeting. If the company that is manning that networking area wants to do that, which I would imagine they would, so it allows for face-to-face interaction with up to 40 individuals. And with the bar, it's the same thing. The bar, we are working on the specifics of are we going to be opening the bar and have various seating areas within the bar, or is it just one activation within the bar? But again, it's similar. You'll have the ability of chatting with people, or better, you will have the ability of having that video interaction as well. Any last minute questions before we wrap up? Karen, in the meantime, I'm going to ask if you have any final notes.
So Vanessa, that's so comprehensive and amazing. As usual, you've done a wonderful job sort of showcasing and highlighting all the benefits of this year's event. And I know that everybody is excited as I am. I was already excited, and after this presentation, now I'm just like, wow, my head is spinning with ideas and I'm really excited. The only thing that I would mention that I meant to say earlier, if you have buyers that you have relationships with that you would love to see us do the outreach, please let Vanessa know, the team in the office, because we're in the process of really trying to engage and invite as many as we can. So we would love to expand that database, as Vanessa said, from last year, but certainly if you have contacts in Europe and other regions that we can start to, introduce to Marketplace, that would be super helpful. We already have a very robust committee who are working on this, and I feel like, we're covering a lot of bases, but certainly anyone that you might have a relationship with that you think is a good fit, let us know. Aside from that, I think, it's just amazing opportunity. It's a very unique opportunity. Again, we always talk about how do we reinvent Marketplace? How do we stay relevant? How do we come up with new and innovative ways to grow and expand? And by default, this was sort of handed to us as an opportunity this year to do exactly what we've always wanted to do. So I am super excited about it. And just as a footnote, we will be doing this again, and it'll be a different update. Once we have updates, Vanessa has a schedule plan on how to Marketplace leading up to the event. So we would love to see you again. And if some of your colleagues weren't able to join today, perhaps next time you can invite them. So thank you so much, Vanessa.
Thank you, Karen. And definitely we will be scaling further sessions. We're also working on a number of tutorials that will be available so that you can be better prepared to have a great experience at Marketplace. And, there may be some that are thinking with the ability of anybody right now doing, scheduling appointments or meetings with travel partners and tour operators independently. We just want to remind you that Marketplace is the longest and the largest trade event for the Caribbean. For 39 years, we have been connecting the Caribbean to the world. And the ability at Marketplace that you'll have of reconnecting with some of your partners at a time where it's so important to have a good understanding of the destination offerings, what your product offerings are. It's critical. And again, you will not know what business opportunities you miss by not being at Marketplace. We know that everybody's going through financial challenges. We've reduced all of the registration fees to make it as affordable as possible, even adding options that would only allow you for appointments, but at least to have a presence. Definitely, we want you to consider it, and we really want this to be a record-breaker event. Marketplace has been a pioneer and a groundbreaker in 39 years, and 2021 will be another one that we'll put in our history books. So with that, I want to really thank you for the opportunity of allowing us to come to you and share what Marketplace 39 will bring to the Caribbean hospitality industry. And please stay in touch. Just as a little FYI, as we finish, these are our contact information. If you have any queries specific to membership, be it you need to renew or join, please contact us at membership@caribbeanhotelandtourism.com. If you're interested in sponsorship, alexis@caribbeanhotelandtourism.com. And for any event-specific queries, please email us at events@caribbeanhotelandtourism.com. And I want to close by just inviting everybody to join and register for our next CHTA Live session taking place next Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern. New insights on travel to Caribbean and Mexico. Travel Sue has an excellent presentation with very recent consumer data from their expansive consumer research. With that, I want to thank you again for joining us, and I look forward to reconnecting with you in the next few weeks. Thank you so much.